Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Dan from Big Bucks Trading. In this video, I'm going to be going over Bitcoin. I'm going to be showing you guys what I think will happen next because, as you probably know, the market has been pulling back, but this is healthy. We need these pullbacks in order to go higher. It can't just go up in a straight line. Also, if you haven't checked out my Twitter, it's Dow Trading. I post crypto updates and stock plays throughout the week. So in my last video, I go over how Bitcoin was in this Elliott wave pattern. And I was telling you guys how it was making this ABC pattern on the charts. And I made this video like right over here. I was basically just saying that in our C wave, the 5 waves came in and it looked like it was going to start marching its way back up. I go over how after our 5th wave comes in and we ABC back down into our support of wave 4, that we typically see it go up and break wave 5 and set a new all-time high. If you guys haven't checked out that video, you should check it out. It's right over here. The Bitcoin bull run isn't over. In that video, I go over how Bitcoin was following this fractal from the Dow Jones. And as you can see, we were right in here and we started marching our way back up. And that's exactly what we did right in here. So you can see how the structure is alike in here. And you can see how they kind of bottomed at the same spot. And this is continuing to grind its way up. But once it gets up to this level right around here, it pops above it. It's a little fake out and then it dumps back down into these support levels right back down in here. You could also see in this fractal from the Dow Jones, once it got up to this level right around here, it made this broadening top pattern, broke down from it, and then went to retest these support levels right in here before bouncing up and eventually taking out that 5th wave resistance. Now if you look at the Bitcoin price right now, you could see went up, popped above that level, that resistance level right in there, and now it made that same broadening top pattern just like we had in the fractal that it's been following. And you can see that it broke down, came back up, retested it, and now we're starting to get a pullback. So if you take the measurement from the broadening top, you take it from the bottom when it was first starting up to that top, the highest it went, 21.5%. And then to measure that, you do when it breaks out and then 21.5% down. So you can see that it kind of takes you into that same exact area where this fractal from the Dow bounced, and that's exactly what it's been following. So it would take it down to around 35 to 38K before we bounce and eventually go higher to take out this wave up here, that 5th wave resistance like I was talking about. So I do think that if it does start to break down below this level around like mid 43,000s, then that will be the confirmation that it's going to go into this zone right here around 35 to 38K before we do get a bigger bounce that comes in. So I want to show you guys the inverse chart of Bitcoin because I did see the structure that kind of proves my point that it could go down to 35 to 38K before we do get a bounce. You can see that it's in this ABC correction right now. And that's when it makes 5 waves down and then comes back up. ABCs kind of works its way up to these retracement levels right in here. And then after that comes in, it makes another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. And then on the bigger picture, it makes an ABC. So if this structure does continue to play out, it will also take Bitcoin to 35 to 38K and the inverse to negative 35K to negative 38K. It also looks like it's forming this right angled ascending wedge, which is a bearish pattern, but it needs to close below this support level right in here, this orange line that I have drawn in, to confirm this pattern. So that's the bearish scenario on Bitcoin, but both of these scenarios that I'm about to show you are both bullish in the long term. I'm more looking on like the short term time frame of what the price action is going to do. So this is kind of more the bullish scenario short term. You can see that it's following the same fractal from down here recently, where it's making these lower highs in here and then goes up, pulls back, and then goes higher. You can see the same structure in here. It's making the lower highs. And then after that came in, it kind of crashed the price and took out that support level slightly, wicked right below it. And then you could see after that just went into long consolidation and went sideways for a while, but then it started to grind its way up. So that's another reason why I think this mid 43K support level is a big support level, because it will tell whether it's going to continue to play out this fractal and that's the bottom right there and it's going to start grinding its way back up, or it's going to keep on playing out the fractal from the Dow Jones where it made this broadening top in here, and then it's going to come back down to retest these levels right in here. So that's my technical analysis on Bitcoin. I do think that mid 43K is going to be a big level. If we break it, I think that we're going to fall to 35 to 38K. But if it starts to go back up, consolidate, and start to push higher, I think that will be our sign that we're following this fractal from down here rather than the one that I showed you on the Dow Jones. So that's going to be it for this video. If you guys like this content, drop a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and I will continue to post more of this type of content. Also, another reason why you should follow me on Twitter is because I did post out this fractal that it could be following from the bottom around 30K September 16th. And I did update that I would be making a video. So it's kind of like early updates so you guys know when I'm posting. Have a good one.